Welcome back, amigos. So, before anything happens, one thing has to happen. Size 6 Aberdeen. Of course, just as usual, per usual. Little windy today. Up and down. Up and down. Not too bad in certain places. But like ICW or the river, bit too much. But it's supposed to come down, right? To make those places a possibility. For those places to be a good possibility, we need some bait. Might change my position because I got a lot of stuff in the water here that's kind of making it a little difficult, but I think there's bait here. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I decided to just skip it. Snodgrass, that is the biggest issue right now. Whether it's alive on the bottom or it's dead floating on top of the water, there is a lot of it right now. It's kind of blooming and dying at the same time, taking over areas where I haven't seen it for a few months. Plus there's a lot of cut grass in the water. Oh, what just did that? Curious, very curious. All right, that'll do. Oh, wow. It was like a sunset. That one was fired up. Oh, come right back out there. Let's see. Can we pick them up? Probably not going to pick that one up, but there's a lot all of a sudden right here. When I first got here, it was like 10 minutes of nothing. And I was considering having to go find another spot. But I know they're here. Here we go. Here's something nice. Oh my goodness. That is really nice. Wow.
What are you making out, Hood?
I'm making out pretty good. Look at that. Look at the size of that.
Damn, that is real nice.
Yeah.
When you having a fish fry?
Later.
That's nice, man. How many you caught?
This is the first one of that size. The rest are...
That's a good fish.
I'm just putting away some bait for later.
Oh, you doing a catfish?
Later.
Oh, good. All right, my man.
Yeah, you're right. So maybe this is one thing rather than the other thing. The right thing, that's what it is. It's the right thing. The right thing to do. More than what I thought the thing would be, of course. Let's see if we can get one that's all fired up like that one I lost. It was like tequila sunrise looking fish. Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, definitely looking like another thing rather than the first thing I was thinking this thing would be. It's chalking up to be more of that dinner bell thing. At least one of them in the box is the dinner bell. Probably more out here of that size right now. It's like the bluegill pre-spawn feed up sort of time of the year right now. That doesn't mean that that's the only big fish I'm going to catch here. There's everything here right now in the panfish world except for things that just don't live this far south. So there's big red ears and probably goggle eye, but the goggle eye ain't going to be hitting right now. That's going to be later when the sun gets down. But yeah, I was just thinking we were going to get bait, but now we've got a little more than bait. We've got something to eat. There we go. There's something at least giving me some fun. That is bait. All right. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay here doing this. I brought all kinds of stuff with me. See what tickles my fancy while I'm down here, but I'm not intending to spend the whole video on this bayou. Just kind of needed to get bait. That was a gar right there. Need to give this wind a bit of a chance to lay down. It may or may not. It's only going to lay down by like a mile or so. And we're going to go to a spot where no matter what any app says, it's amplified, right? And we have no more bait there. Technically, I have plenty of bait in there for where I want to go and for what I want to do there. But I'm going to give it a few more minutes. Just drop shotting a piece of night crawler here to see if I can get something to go with that fish I'll cook later. I'm not 100% if we're cooking that in this video. I got thoughts going through my mind like we could turn this into 2 videos, but I don't want to really. We're gonna go straight through from getting the bait, cutting the bait, fishing the bait, seeing what we catch with the bait. But let's see if we can get something for the plate. At least another fish or something. Honestly, I made some really good ital last night with just whatever vegetables I had. I had some fresh green beans from the grocers. Yeah, I had some zucchini and carrots and stuff. We just made like a tomato based thing, Caribbean style sort of curry. Put it over rice. So I've got that, whatever's left from that anyway. And that's what I was thinking tonight, leftovers. Well, how about, yeah, adding fish to that. That will work. Again, I don't know if we're doing that in this video. Oh, getting hits right in here, but not. Oh, there we go. I got you. There we go. Man, it's like the bites slowed down. That was a bass. I don't know. We might just jet out of here. All of a sudden they just came in here and like bam bam bam, and now it's quiet like when I first got here. Well, I've got what I need. I just kind of, you know, let's see if we get another big one. But time is ticking. I think some wheels need to be turning. this is amazing. I've heard of this before. Didn't think I'd ever see one. So this is one of those tractor tugs that is green. See that guy over there on that bicycle pedaling? He's charging up the battery. So this is actually April Fool's Day for me, even though you're seeing it on a Tuesday. So yeah, I don't think it's green. There we go, success without the hands. So we're supposed to have gotten up to 80 degrees today. Doesn't feel like that. In fact, it feels quite chilly down here, not like obscenely chilly, but still breezy down here. I was here maybe 3 days ago or something, and it was a lot breezier than this. It was in fact very windy. Okay. So this is in fact what I would call dirty, this butterscotch color here. And it's from the river coming up, and it's from north winds and south winds. That's just what's going on right now. We have a south wind today, and we will have tomorrow, but we're going to have a north wind here pretty soon as well. So we're going to be seeing some nice daily temps and nightly temps. You know, like we're going to be in the high 70s during the day, if not the low 80s, for like 2 days or so, and then the nights will be warm, 60 something. But then we're going to drop down and have a couple of nights where we're going to be in the 50s, possibly the 40s. So these things are colliding, like south wind, north wind, pushing all this dirty water around, not giving it a good chance to settle. And the river is going to be dropping soon too. So it's around 9 right now, 8 something, 9 feet according to the flood gauge up at Carrollton. That's its flood stage. I'm not saying that that barge going by, that construction barge, is going through 9 feet of water. Just saying that's our flood stage. But it's going to drop over the next few days, so it's not really stable. It needs to stabilize and flatline. And that's probably going to be around 6 feet when it does that, maybe somewhere around there. All right, he's got the battery charged. He just got off the cycle back there. So even though it's dirty looking like butterscotch pudding out there, the river temp has come up a little bit, around 59 degrees, and it's probably going to come up a little more as we get through the week and next week. So yeah, it's worth checking this spot out regardless. Currently 19 after 6, and sunset is just a bit after 7, so we got about an hour of light. It's been cloudy like this all day, looking like it's going to rain any second, but it's just not in the forecast. There's no percentage for rain really. Okay. Wow, that was a nice hit. Wow, he hit it and quit it. We'll give it a little bit. Maybe the bait is still there. I just brought it in and checked it, put it back out, slightly in different water. The way this goes, if you're new to me fishing this spot, the corner of this structure shallow, and as we come out to where the tractor tug is, it gets deeper, right? So what the deal is with structure like this, pylons, you probably got bowls. We're going to describe it as a bowl around each pylon, like a hole, right? Like a bowl. It might not, the pylon might not be at the center. On one side it might be deeper, but fish will get in those, and that's why we're trying to get the bait out there. Also, flatheads love this structure. Around this time of year, as the temperatures in the water creep up, big fish will come up in here to feed, especially when the river's up a little bit, so much that we have to be back this way or further, standing in water. Let's go ahead and get it up, make sure we still have bait, and I'll put it back out in the same area. We still have bait, still there. Cumbia. I'm trying to tell Alex what cumbia is, and it looks like we're getting our second bite. Let me try to finish telling him what cumbia is. Is a genre of music originating from Colombia. All right, that's done. I've been listening to a lot of cumbia lately. The wind is kind of being unpredictable. That was a second bite for sure, but oh yeah, there it is. I was beginning to wonder if you got too excited there, Mr. Hood. Yeah, for a second I was like, is it the wind doing that, or is that fish still hitting? We're about to lose the light, but I brought, yeah, that bait looks okay. We can put it back out. I did bring the light for that. I don't want to run off quite yet. I want to see if we can get this fish. Got you this time. This is not very big. I got 80-pound braid on this Twitch and Whisker rod. It's a 7'6" rod. It's fun to bring in even small casts on it. But it is a heavy action rod. It's a one-piece tournament catfish rod. This is just a very pale, pretty looking blue cat right here. I just want to get a big one. So yeah, I let that one go for that reason. And may not get a big one. Might be too early, but it is nice to get one, even if it is a small one. We're getting really close to sunset, really close to losing that light. Now, do not expect a crazy night bite, so I don't see much of a reason to stay deep into the night. In a couple of weeks, I will see a reason, but not tonight. It's still too early. We'll give it a little longer. While I still have the light, we are still raising money to help cover the cost of a funeral for Craig's father, Hilton Mayu. That's his name. So yeah, you write down in the description is a link to the GoFundMe page. If you've already donated, thank you very much. Mucho gracias. If you would like to, go on down there and check it out. You can leave a message when you donate, or you can remain anonymous. If you don't want to donate, that's cool too. Remember him in your prayers and whatnot. Thank you very much. Let's get back to the fishing. All right there, buckaroos. I've made up my mind. I am not going to stay into the night. Not going to bring out the big light. We're just going to go home and eat leftovers. Yeah, you're right. Oh, goodness me, I'm a bad poet. I'm not even intending to rhyme. But yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, being a member of the channel, and I will see you next time.